deaf message. Anyway guys, we just got some fuel. I just changed the oil in this thing yesterday to synthetic. This truck is on synthetic for the first time. It's cold. It's very cold. We've got a pretty good drive ahead of us today. We got about a 3-hour drive each way, so we're gonna reset the fuel mileage and we'll see what we get here today with the new synthetic oil. See if it helps, or any of that stuff. So yeah, I had been taking my truck to Ford to get the oil changes done right up to this point. So they were just using the standard Motormaster 10W30 in this truck. I've been using Mobil 1 Advanced Synthetic 5W40 in my 550. The 5W40 is extreme use, heavy use. And that truck, obviously, that's what that truck goes through every second of every day. But I wanted to put synthetic in this, so I changed it yesterday. That's a video I posted yesterday. So yeah, this has synthetic oil for the first time. Definitely recommend synthetic. There's no way around that it is definitely a better oil than conventional oil. But anyway, we're gonna see what we get for mileage here today. It's, like I said, it's cold, man. It's like -11 outside. Not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, sorry, but it's cold. It's cold, it's cold, it's cold. It's like +3 yesterday, and now it's freezing today. But the next thing for this truck too is the fuel filters. I have the fuel filter kit. That's the next thing that needs to be done on this truck. It's starting to reach the point where it's gonna need, some transmission fluid changed and rear end fluid changed. All that sort of stuff's gonna be happening here soon, but the next thing that's gonna happen is the fuel filters need to be replaced in this. And I'll do like a fuel mileage loop after I do that too, to see if that makes any difference. But let's drive. We've got a boring drive ahead of us. There's a couple ways to get to this site, and there's no fast way. It is in the middle of absolute nowhere. And I have Wendell with me, and he has his appointment today, his follow-up appointment with the vet to get his x-rays done to make sure everything looks good, and then they'll start allowing some off-leash stuff. There's the big boy. Alright, got you on my chest mount again. Love this thing. Yeah. It's snowing. It is snowing as usual. What do we got so far? 167 kilometers, 14.9 liters per every 100 kilometers. So that's like 15 mpg as well, the way that works out. So we're averaging like 15 mpg right now, 15.5, 15.6. And you can see the speed we're cruising at. This is a 110 kilometer highway. And we're doing 116, so we're in that nice safe threshold of not going too fast. But yeah, so that's what we got so far. We got another little ways to go yet. We're gonna get off the highway here fairly soon, like within the next 25 minutes or so, and then we'll sort of be on some back road driving, so more of like 80-90 kilometer an hour, 50 miles per hour or so. So yeah, I mean, so far the synthetic oil hasn't making it any easier on fuel, I don't think. Not that I expected it to, but it's right on sort of where I average. It is a bit windy today because I do tend to average, doing like 65, 70 miles per hour, usually between 12 and 14 liters per every 100, which is right around 18 mpg. So that's generally where I typically average. So I can tell by the snow that I am actually driving into this right now. So there is a headwind. So if the wind keeps up this way, I'll catch it on the way back, and it'll be a bit better coming back, I would assume. But let's continue on. Alright, so we're actually into some pretty substantial snow here now. And I don't mean like there's not a whole lot of snow on the road. The roads are snow covered and they're slippery. But there's like nothing in the ditches at all back home. And I mean, you know, there's a lot of snow here still on the ground. You could definitely be snowmobiling up here, no problem. Wow. I climbed a bit of a mountain here and it completely changed. There's a bump. Oh yeah. Seen that the last second. But I am in 4-wheel drive, so it's gonna affect the fuel mileage a little bit. It doesn't really affect it that much if you're not going like high speeds, but we're going around some pretty windy and twisty roads here. We've been climbing for quite a while, so 4-wheel drive is engaged. As you can tell, it is very windy and twisty. Toyo Open Country AT2 Extremes doing their thing. Holy shit, this road is rough. Oh, I could not live on this road. Have to travel over this all winter? No. I've got another like 30 or 40 miles of this. This road is terrible. There's 2 ways to get here. I'm not coming back this way. Not a chance. I'll go back the other way. It's like 10 minutes slower, but I'm not coming back here beating the truck all to crap. I'm going down there. It takes a slide. I'm going down off the bank here, and that is something that I don't want. Hopefully this road isn't grown in too bad, because I don't want to get my truck all scratched up. I don't have my Tundra anymore. I used to bring my Tundra to do a lot of this stuff, because you know, it's, well, 12 years old now. 400,000 kilometers on it. Gray. That was my truck for this stuff and my truck for going back to the camp. Because if it did get some bush scratches, you know, it wasn't the end of the world. You really couldn't notice them that much. You really couldn't notice them that much to begin with on a silver truck. But also, you know, I paid, you know, like $10,000 for that truck 3 years ago. Versus, well, the sticker price on this truck was $87 plus some add-ons. I didn't pay that. I've mentioned that before, but you get my idea here. But no, it was just that one section, so that's good. I was a little bit worried about that coming all this way and run into a situation where it's not safe to get in here. But all right, there she is. Let's go do some work. All right, so we are, you know, halfway through. So we're halfway here. 13.9 liters per every 100 kilometers. 266 kilometers travel. So that's like 16.8, almost 17 mpg. So that's getting up there. We're starting to get somewhere with the mpg here. All right, first things first. Take this big guy for a little walk around. He's been in the truck for 3 hours. So if you don't care about this part of the video, the vlog part of this video, just fast forward it on through to see the MPG results. But for the guys wondering, Wendell is 8 weeks post TPLO ACL knee surgery. And today is the day, I hope it's not too windy. Today is the day that he goes for his 8-week checkup and he gets his x-rays done. And if all is good, then we can start doing some off-leash exercise and start counting down the days to when we can bring our other dog back. Because poor Tony girl's been away for over 2 months now. We haven't really had a chance to see much of her. But it was his right leg. His hair is starting to grow back. He's starting to get some of his chaps on his ass there. But it's been a long old road. He had a setback a couple weeks ago. I think he probably tore a muscle because he was limping. And we thought, holy shit, man, his surgery let go. So we rushed him in, got x-rays done, and they came back nice. They just took the side x-ray though. Came back good. So they figured he just tore a muscle. But anyway, for the guys wondering, I know a bunch of guys, you know, they care about this fella. They ask me lots of questions about him, how he's making out and stuff like that. Little update for you guys. So thanks for the support on that. Mr. Wendell appreciates it. And yes, he is named after Wendell Clark. Alright. Alright, now we get the joy of adding 2 jugs of this crap. Not that it's a hard thing to do, but I just hate it. I hate the whole concept of it. But anyway, I got the dealer to top my DEF food up one time, and it was like crazy expensive, and they had the whole side of my truck underneath my fuel cap like covered in this, and when the auction hits it, it turns white, like white crystal, all down the side of my truck. So never again did I do that. I tell you what, you get a nice view from a lot of these work locations though. Down there in the far distance in the cove, there's like a group of probably 20 fishing shacks set up in the bay there on the ocean. Probably can't see it from here, from this GoPro, but if I could zoom in, you could see her. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that's one of the perks of doing this work. A lot of times you get some good pictures. Alright fellas, we made it to Wendell's appointment. There's Pet Focus. There's Wendell, excited to go in and get checked out. Hopefully get good news. So far there is our mileage. 485.8 kilometers, 13 liters per every 100 kilometers. So we've driven like 302 miles, and our mileage is 18.09 mpg. So 18.09 mpg so far. So that's pretty good. So I don't know if I'll have daylight when we're all done from in here with Wendell. So in my opinion, does synthetic oil improve your fuel mileage? I don't know. After all this, I don't know. No, I mean, no. I really don't think so. That's for sure. Definitely helps with wear and tear on the engine, especially extreme use. And, you know, you can go a bit longer between oil changes. And for me, you know, I do tow heavy weights. And sometimes an oil change for me can honestly be once a week. Like, I can potentially put 6,000-7,000 miles on in a week, easy, sometime in peak season. So to get that extra bit of mileage out of my, truck between oil changes means a lot. So yeah, I'm definitely going to continue to use synthetic. It's just scientifically proven that it is better than conventional oil, so that's what I'm going to do with this truck. But anyway guys, that's the mileage. Pretty good regardless of whether it helped or not. I really don't think it made a difference. But whether it helps or not, 18 mpg on a 3/4 ton truck, in my mind, is not bad for, mixed driving. So anyway guys, as always, hit those buttons if you like the video, and stay tuned for more. lots more videos to come. The 350 is ready for pickup, so I'll definitely be doing those 350 versus 250 videos coming up, towing MPG, you know, payloads, driving, characteristics, all that sort of stuff's gonna be coming up, as well as all kinds of stuff more. I mean, you see what I've been buying lately. Anyway, guys, take care, have a great one, stay safe, see ya. Well, the big boy is a little drowsy, but he came through with flying colors as far as the x-rays and everything went. So he's now allowed to do steps. Another couple weeks and we'll be able to bring Tony home. Still let them out separately, of course, but he's got like another 4 weeks on leash just because of a little setback he had. Just don't want him to overdo it. Hey buddy boy. Alright.